Hey friends, it is Ashton here again with Gent Scents. This time it's going to be a fragrance review of one of the most hyped fragrances from this year, 2016. You can already see it, Valentino Uomo Intense. So this one has been getting talked about a lot, and honestly that's for a good reason. We'll go ahead and check out the presentation on this, then we'll go ahead and jump into the fragrance itself and see what I think about it. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the presentation here. On the front, as you can see, it says Valentino Uomo Intense, the name of the brand, size and concentration on the bottom. There's like a light textured pattern on the box. Nothing on either side. On the back, Valentino Parfums with the ingredients, and on the top, it just says Valentino. On the bottom, you have the batch code stamped into the box here, and then your typical information that always comes on these. Let's check out the bottle. The bottle is pretty much the exact same as the original Valentino Uomo, only given kind of a gray look. You can see through it. It's not really showing up here very well, but if you shake it, you can see the juice inside. Metal plate with Valentino here on the front. Atomizer built in, there's no cap. It sprays decently enough. There we go. Nothing on the back. And then on the bottom you actually have the badge code put in right here. It's pretty nice. If you like the original presentation, obviously you'll like this one as well. So this guy gets a lot of comparisons to Dior Homme Intense, and really that's just because of the opening. This has clary sage and iris in the opening, but iris is really the main thing you get. It's that little bit of lipsticky vibe that gets this compared to Dior Homme Intense, and it is pretty similar right off the top. But once this starts to dry down, those two fragrances go in different directions. This is not a clone of Dior Homme Intense, and honestly, past the opening, it doesn't really smell that similar to Dior Homme Intense anymore. As this dries down, the iris starts to dissipate a little bit and go into the background. It's still there, it's just not as prominent, so it doesn't have as much of a powder note as Dior Homme Intense. While this is happening, leather starts to come in with some vanilla as well. The vanilla adds sweetness, but it's not like a super sugary sweet or anything like that. It doesn't come across as metro as Dior Homme Intense, and it's not a feminine smelling vanilla at all. The leather also really kind of warms it up and makes this a very rich fragrance. It's a little heavy, but not cloying. And by that I mean, as long as you don't go super crazy on the trigger, it's not something that's going to fill the air with like a funk of fragrance that just kind of knocks people out. It comes across really classy, really sophisticated, really sexy. It's not remotely cheap smelling or synthetic smelling at all. And when people smell this, they're going to think that it smells very nice, very rich, and very classy. It comes across very, very well, as I've said, and is a compliment getter for this type of fragrance. If you can pull off stuff like Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme, anything along those lines, you can pull this off really easily. In my opinion, this one goes a little more versatile than Dior Homme Intense. It's really easily dressed up if you want to. It's not like a sporty scent or anything like that, so we're not talking about full-on casual, you know, for every situation. It's just a little more versatile than Dior Homme Intense. All that being said, this is not like a direct competition between Dior Homme Intense and Uomo Intense. They're both fantastic fragrances in my opinion, and you shouldn't really have to pick a side and say, well, this one's better or this one's better and the other one sucks. You know, it doesn't really work that way. They're both great in their own right. One situation where this would really shine is a date type situation. It's really nice. It gets compliments from guys, it gets compliments from girls. It's really great in that sense. It's just a really sexy, sophisticated, alluring, classy scent. So as long as you wear it with confidence, you should be able to rock this and have people think that you smell great. This has above average longevity, above average projection. It's really nice in that sense. It's not something that's going to disappear after an hour. Maybe don't go super crazy on the trigger if you're going somewhere that's going to have an elevated temperature or you're going to be around a whole lot of people, just because you don't want to choke anybody out. It's not that it's overly cloying, it's just really rich and really heavy. So if you go really crazy, you know, you're just gonna constantly be pushing out a huge cloud of Uomo Intense, and that might overwhelm some people. Age-wise, this comes across to me as something that like mid-20s and up would wear. But if you're younger and you enjoy scents like this and, you know, Diorum Intense and things along those lines, then you can pull it off. Again, age is just a number. Wear whatever you want. Alright guys, that's my review of Valentino Uomo Intense. Honestly, it's a fantastic release. I just got a full bottle here in the last month or so, so I've been testing it out, and it's really as good as everybody says. It's really nice. There's not really anything negative that I can lay on it. What it does great. It's fantastic. Also, I ordered a bottle of this from one of the sellers in Israel off eBay, and when I get it in, I will compare it to see if those sellers are selling legitimate goods or not, because I know there have been a couple questions about that because a lot of people have started popping up on eBay selling goods from Israel. So I'll go ahead and do a side-by-side when I get that in. If everything's on the up and up, I'll let you guys know, because they do have some good prices. And if it's no good, I'll let you guys know. It may be like the second coming of all of the fakes from Eastern Europe have now migrated to Israel for some reason. I don't know. Until next time, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.